Hi guys, hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a baby names video. So I have not done one of these in a very long time. I think the last one I did was before Lachlan was born. So I'll pop the link to that below if you fancy checking it out. But I'm just going to go through a bunch of boys' names and a bunch of girls' names that I really like. And I will kind of maybe look up some or most of the meanings while I'm on here. I haven't done it like previously and written it all down. I've just got my phone, so we will have a look together. But yeah, let's start with the boys' names. So the first one is Albie. I love that name. I think I know one friend who's got an Albie, and that's the only Albie I know, and it's such a nice name. It's really nice. The meaning of it is Old English for brilliant and bright, which is really cute too. I just love the sound of it. It's a really soft sounding name, which yeah, I think's lovely. Next up is a name that I didn't even have on my radar or didn't even think I'd like, because you know how you have those names that immediately make you think of something. This name makes me think of a TV program that I used to watch when I was a lot younger, and then I've never heard anyone called it. Then when we were at Lachlan swimming at the weekend, someone who was in a swimming class was called this, and I was like, that's actually a really cute name. So yeah, the second boy's name I really like is Dawson. So yeah, obviously Dawson's Creek, but it's just really lovely. It's such a nice name. I didn't properly appreciate it till the weekend, just looking up the meaning just now. So you know when you start reading some of these meanings and they kind of go off on tangents and they're a bit hard to decipher. Dawson is the use of an English surname, the transferred use, from the medieval nickname for David, and then the name David comes from a Hebrew word, Dawid, which is supposed to mean beloved. So I guess Dawson means beloved, which is really nice too. The next boy's name on my list is Noah. I actually work with a Noah, but I've always liked the name Noah, and actually someone else I work with has a Noah as a son too. It's just a name I love. I absolutely love. It's just a lovely sounding name, and it means rest and comfort. It's so funny what some of these baby names mean, but yeah, really like the name Noah. I don't think it would work for us if we ever had another boy just because of our last name, but yeah, I do really like it. Another boy's name I love and I really think I would have used for Lachlan if I didn't know so many of them, and it's really popular now, is Finlay. It's such a nice name. One of my really good friends has a Finlay, and it's just a really nice name to nickname as well. Finny, oh, I just love it. And it means, it's a Scottish one, and it means fair warrior. Next up is a name I came across that again I didn't think I would have on my radar, but actually seeing it I was like, I really like that, I'm going to put it on the list, and it's Connor. I can't say I really gravitate to many names that begin with a C, but yeah, I really like Connor, and it means lover of hounds or wolves. Next up is a name that's been really popular in recent years, and it's one I just love. I love the sound of it. I love what it's shortened to, and yeah, it's just a really nice name, and it's Grayson. It's a name that I feel like would go really well with a lot of middle names as well, and it means, what does it mean? I just read it and it made me laugh. Oh, son of the grey-haired one. The next boy's name that I really like is Blake. Eilidh used to go to nursery with a Blake, and ever since I heard it, it wasn't a name I'd ever come across before. I was like, I really like that. It's really nice, and apparently it's a bit of a weird one meaning-wise. There isn't really like a proper meaning that I can find, other than there's a theory that it's a version of Aplake, which means son of lake. Next up is another B name, and it's a Scottish name, and I really like it, and I knew loads of them at school when I went to school in Scotland for all of a year and a half. There just seems to be a lot of them in like my generation. But yeah, it's Blair, and I know a lot of the time people think of it as a girl's name, but I don't think I know any girl Blairs. I only know boy Blairs, so I really like it as a boy's name. And it means plain or field. The next name is one I hadn't come across till I started doing a bit of Googling for this video, and I'm not sure 100% if it is a name I would use for any other babies I have, but I really liked it when I saw it written down, so I was like, I'll pop that on the list. And it's Kin, so spelled K-I-N, and I don't know what drew me to it. I really don't, even as a boy's name, because it sounds like it could be quite a unisex name maybe, but Kin, I just really liked it. And it means golden. The next name on my list is Calan, so spelled C-A-L-A-N, and I really like this, but I feel like if I named a baby Calan, it would be a bit like Lachlan, where everyone thinks he's called Lachlan or Logan. I don't know where Logan comes from, but yeah, I feel like if I had a child called Calan, they get a lot of, oh, did you say Callum rather than Calan? But yeah, I like Calan. Apparently it's an English name, and it means, oh no wait, sorry, Irish Gaelic, and means slender. Next up is a really lovely name that I know a few people with this name that they've used for their boys, and I just really like it. I like names that begin with E, and it's Elliot. Apparently it is a Greek name derived from the Hebrew name Elijah, and it translates into Yahweh is God, so biblical name. I think I do really like it. I wouldn't use it because my favourite E name is already in, like, boy's name that begins with an E, is already in Lachlan's name, which is Elias. And yeah, Elliot, Elias, I know they don't sound anything alike, but they're just two E names, and I don't know. But yeah, it is still a lovely name and I really, really like it. And I've got 2 more on my boys list. The first one is Harris, which is a name I adore and I definitely would have used if I didn't already have a little cousin called Harris. It's so nice. I like Harrison as well, but Harris is just, there's just something about it. I thought it was a Scottish name, but it looks like it's more like an English or Irish name, and it literally translates to son of Harry. But I really like it, and I feel like you could come up with a really good middle name to go with that name. I think it would follow on quite nicely from the S at the end of Harris. The last name on my boys list is one that took me by surprise. It's not one that kind of I ever thought I would look at and be like, oh, I really, really like that, but it's Quinn. And it, again, I think it's one of these ones that could be girl or boy, but I really like it as a boy's name, and it means council. It's an Irish name, and actually the more I say it, the more I like it, so it'll probably go on the list if I did have another boy. Onto the girls list. So the first name on my girls list is one that I almost used for Lachlan if he was a girl, because we didn't know if we were having a boy or girl, and it's Esme, spelled E-S-M-E. And I think it's really cute that it either means esteemed or beloved. Another beloved name. The next name on my girls list is Sienna. I don't think I know any other Siennas, maybe one. And yeah, I just really like it. It's an S name, like my name. And I think it's Italian, and it means, oh, it means a reddish shade of brown. So nice and meaningful there, but yeah, really like it. The next name I like is one that I didn't actually realise was a Scottish name, and it is Elsie. I love E names. I've got a thing about names that begin with E for some unknown reason. And what does Elsie mean? Elsie means my God is bountiful, or God of plenty. Oh, that's nice. Next up is a name that I had on the list for Lachlan again, if he was going to be a girl, and it's Mila. It's an Eastern European name, which is derived from gracious or dear, which is nice and sweet. But yeah, I just really liked it. There aren't many M names that I'm drawn to, but this is one of them. Next up is a name that I first heard years and years ago when a friend had a baby and she called her baby this, and I was like, wow, that's a really beautiful and unique name that I hadn't heard before. I've heard it maybe once or twice since then, but yeah, it's Orla, so O-R-L-A, and it's Irish, and oh, it's interpretable as golden princess. How lovely. Next up is the name that I wish I'd called Eilidh. I mean, she is an Eilidh, she's definitely an Eilidh. She would have suited this name as well, but I feel like if I'd known how popular Eilidh was going to be, I would have definitely chosen this other name, because it was, I loved it as much as Eilidh. And it's Eilidh, spelled E-I-L-I-D-H. It's just a really nice Scottish name that I just love the sound of, and apparently it's a Gaelic variant of the Greek name Helen. Eilidh, Helen, and it means sun ray or shining light. Oh, so cute. Oh, it is a name I really wish I'd given Eilidh, but I guess at least with Eilidh living in England at the moment, she won't have to be constantly spelling out her name. Next up is a name that, again, is one of these ones that I saw written down, and actually I was speaking to friends about the other week, and I was like, yes, I really like that name. Not one I would have ever considered before, and I don't think one I would use myself, but really like it. And it's Willow, and it means, unsurprisingly, or not means, but is the meaning behind the name, willow tree. So yeah, that's that. The next name I like is one that, like I say, I do really like, but I probably wouldn't use myself, and it's one that I've heard a few people my sort of age have as a name, and it's Maddison. So I like Maddison, I like Maddie, and it's quite an unusual choice for me just with the kind of themes and trends of names I like, but yeah, it's on the list, and it means son of Matthew. My next name that I like is one of my cousin's names. My family pick good names, and it's Morven, which again is a name that I would have loved to have given Eilidh if we didn't already have it in the family. And apparently it means, like, it's the name of a mountain or hills in Aberdeenshire, which is where I'm from. I hadn't heard of it. And Calan, which is near where some of my other family are from. Here's another name I wouldn't have expected to be on my list, but I do like. It's a kind of Scandinavian name, or the spelling that I like, Scandinavian. You can have it spelled quite a few different ways, and it's Kari, but spelled K-A-R-I, and it's a popular Norwegian name meaning pure. I think I like the re on the I, like Kari. I like names that end in a sort of I or an IE. The next one again is one that hadn't really come into my mind till quite recently, and then I've seen it a few times and I'm like, I love that name. It's a really sweet, nice, cute name, and it's Rosie. It's of Latin origin and means rose. We've already got a Rose in the family, so I'm not sure if I would ever use Rosie, but it's definitely one on the list. And the last name on my girls list is one that again is more from, I think, my kind of generation rather than baby names that are really popular for my kids' generation at the moment. It's just one that I haven't heard many babies be called recently at all, and it's Ashleigh, but I like the spelling that's Ashleigh. Not sure why, just do like the look of it. And it means dweller near the ash tree forest. Apparently it's an old English name. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed doing it, so I think I might do it again in a few months time, because it's just been super fun looking through loads and loads of baby names again and coming across loads of ones that I had never heard of before or didn't realise I liked. I think when you're not actually pregnant and not expecting a baby, it takes the pressure off when you're looking, and you can just look at all names from all different angles and share them. So yeah, I found videos like this and lists that other people did really useful when I was pregnant and trying to choose a name. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, but don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye!